Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Thought I'd take a quick minute to talk to you guys about these labor shortages that I personally believe is the largest component of the general overall shortages that we're seeing. And the conventional wisdom is, especially the stuff that I've heard, most people think that people are just lazy and they don't want to work and they want a handout. And there's always going to be lazy people, people that don't want to work. But from the people that I talk to and the people that I've worked with, a lot of people that I've worked with for years in the last couple of years have thrown the towel in because they're just tired of the system. They're tired of the working conditions. They're tired of the constraints that big companies have been putting on people. They are tired of getting screamed at by people standing at the counter. They're fed up with basically this system. And companies bear a certain amount of the responsibility of the lack of workers that are going on because these things have they've treated people the way they have over the years. This is the backlash now. The workers kind of have the upper hand, and that's what you're seeing. And it's just the way the new world is. There's a new mindset in the working class people that I work with. I'm a working class person too. I've been working since I've been 15 years old, some type of manual labor or another the entire time. And even me, I'm getting tired of how the system operates. And I think you're going to see a couple of things out of this. You're going to see less and less workers. You're going to see less and less people in service industries. You're going to see more and more automation because that's going to be how companies are going to retaliate against this. I've been kind of sitting on this information for a couple of years already, but I think it's time now that I share this with you guys. I know a lot of people that work in a lot of different places, and a couple of years ago around the campfire, I was talking with a friend of mine, and he works for a large car part manufacturer. And he said, "You know what I seen the other day?" He said, "I seen," and this was probably back right before the pandemic, so this was probably in the summer of 2019. He said to me, "Yeah, we had a bunch of big wigs from one of the big box stores come in and spent the whole day in our engineering department talking with the engineers, and basically the whole day's conversation revolved around one thing. We want you to build a robot that can set boxes on shelves. And that's what we want. We'll pay you a lot of money if you can figure out how to build a robot to set a box on a shelf." And he said the engineering department threw all their weight right behind that, and they've been working on that for a couple of years already. So at some point, automation is going to take over from this lack of workers that's out there. This is my feeling, from the people that I've talked to. And have you ever wondered when you walk into a big box store how, everything used to hang on a peg hook and now they're all like in a little box sitting on a shelf? Have you ever wondered that? That's because it's easier for a robot to set a box on a shelf than it is a robot to manipulate to put an item on a peg hook. That's why everything is in those little boxes now, because they're anticipating this down the road. And this is going to be the wave of the future. What would be normal blue collar mundane jobs that people have now, I believe in the next 5 years are going to be gone. They're not going to be around anymore. I'm getting older to the point where it's not going to be quite as much my problem anymore. Is it going to be the younger generations coming up? But this is kind of what I see, and I'm really beginning to think self-sufficiency of whatever capacity you can have, self-sufficiency, that's going to become a necessity. You know, right now, even now, after everything that's happened, it's kind of like the in thing. Everybody wants to get a little homestead, and everybody wants to be self-sufficient, and, you know, have their solar panels and raise chickens and grow their garden and stuff like that. But I think in the future, not so far distant future either, that's going to become a necessity, because there is going to be just less and less people in the workforce making money, and the few that are left in the workforce are probably going to be making more money. You're going to see a divide. You're going to see two classes of people. You know, right now there's lower class, middle class, upper class, but I think that whole middle class, that's going to go away. There's going to be serfs, and there's going to be the upper crust, and that's all. There's going to be nothing in between. And what's the largest majority of the population? It's the middle class. So that is some things that I really think what's going on. There's been a shift in the mindset of workers. There is a certain amount of people that no longer want to participate in the system the way it exists now, and the corporations and the big wigs, they're going to look for ways to replace us full steam ahead now. There's going to be no backing down from this. Automation is going to get put into every little nook and cranny of our economy. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Just wanted to kind of share my thoughts with you guys. I believe you'll all understand what I'm trying to say by this video here, and this is becoming more and more my opinion on this. But anyway, hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of my videos. Hope you got a little something here out of my sharing my story and my mindset, and you guys have a good one.